بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته, and welcome to Fiqh al-Muamalat online classes. And today we are with the sessions of 53 or the episode of 53, and we shall start the discussions with the Wakalah, meaning that highlight the relationship between the Murabahah and Wakalah. You know, the last sessions we just finished a few sessions on the relationship between Murabahah and Wa'd, which is the first contract that have been covered. So the second one is Wakalah, meaning the relationship between Murabahah and Wakalah, or precisely how Wakalah is incorporated in the structure of Murabahah to the purchase orders in the banking facility. So the first point we would like to highlight is that the seller may appoint, as we mentioned just now, may appoint. So it is not an obligation that Wakalah must be part of the structure of the Murabahah. It is an option, similar to Wa'd as well. It is an option. So the financial institutions may choose to incorporate Wakalah in their structure, or they may choose not to use it. So it is an option. That's why I'm saying that the seller, which is in this case, we are talking about the bank, the financial institutions, may. So it is an option, may appoint the purchaser, orderer, who is the client, as the agent. So meaning that the bank will appoint the clients as agents on behalf of the financial institutions, where the client will be acting as agent to purchase the asset from the vendor or the main supplier. So order as its agent, purchasing agent, to purchase the asset from the supplier on behalf of the seller, who is the principal in this case, or the muwakkil, which is the Islamic financial institution. So the first point is that Wakalah is an option to be part of the Murabahah structure, number one. Number two, in case the bank choose to incorporate Wakalah, so the bank may appoint the clients to act on his behalf with the objective to purchase the asset from the main supplier. The second point is that the appointment shall be separated documents from the Murabahah contract, meaning that when we draft the appointments of the agency, so this Murabahah agency should be separated from the Murabahah contract, not from the master facility agreement. The master facility agreements may include a few types of contract and agreements. Among them is the Wakalah. Here we are talking about Wakalah being separated from the Murabahah contract, which is one of the items of the master facility agreement. So here you may have 1 page, 2 pages, few pages. It depends on each bank how they want to draft these appointments of agency to empower the clients to act on behalf of the financial institutions with the objective to purchase the asset, of course governed by some terms and conditions to be captured in the appointment. The following point is that Wakalah may be incorporated in the legal documentations. So here we are referring to basically a master agreement, because there are few documentations. Among them is the Wakalah. To be incorporated as in the master agreement, provided that the master agreement does not carry the effect of the Murabahah contract. Meaning that the master agreement is like a very broad agreement which has some terms and conditions, and it has sometimes schedules, attachments. Each schedule represents a specific agreement. Like, for example, Schedule 1 is the Wa'd, the Schedule 2 is the Murabahah contract, this is Schedule 3 is basically the term of the payment, the following schedule is on Wakalah, and so on and so forth. So there are a few attachments in this master agreement. We may incorporate Wakalah as one of them. Here, the qualifications highlighted here is that provided that the master agreement does not act and operate as Murabahah itself. And why we are saying this? Because it depends on each bank how they want to draft and design their master agreement. You may design your master agreement in such a way the master agreement itself operates as a Murabahah contract, and in this case the Wakalah cannot be part of it, then it will be in a different attachment. But in case that the master agreement refer to the most of the practices overall agreements in a very generic format that capture the entire facilities with some terms and conditions, and do cross-reference to some schedules or some attachments that represent a list of documentation such as agreement and Wakalah and Wa'ad and so on and so forth. Therefore, Murabahah, the Wakalah could be part of these schedules or this attachment. So this is the first options. The Wakalah could be part of the master facility agreement, one of the schedules or one of the attachment, or it could be standalone documents, meaning that separated documents from the master agreement. All these are left to the financial institution how they want to design their legal documentations, including Wakalah. Let's stop here for the time being, and we shall carry on our discussions on Murabahah and Wakalah in the following session بإذن الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.